Archaeological Port City, a crossroads of ancient global trade. Introduction: the beating heart of ancient Southeast Asian trade. Imagine a bustling metropolis in Southeast Asia over 1,000 years ago, where ships from distant lands docked, laden with exotic goods, and merchants from across the globe haggled in a cacophony of languages. This was Archaeological, a remarkable port city in what is now southern Vietnam, the vibrant economic engine of the ancient Funan culture. From the 1st to the 7th century CE, Archaeological stood as a pivotal crossroads, connecting the burgeoning economies of Rome, India, and China through its intricate network of canals and strategic location on the Gulf of Siam. But what tangible evidence do we have that such far-flung trade truly existed? What archaeological treasures have been unearthed that speak of these ancient global connections? Join us as we delve into the fascinating discoveries at Archaeological, revealing its role as a cosmopolitan trade hub and the concrete proof of its astonishing links with the great empires of its time. Chapter 1: the strategic location and urban layout of Archaeological. Archaeological's success as a port city was fundamentally tied to its ingenious urban planning and strategic geography. Geographic advantage: located in the Mekong Delta, Archaeological was situated at a point that allowed easy access to both the open sea, Gulf of Thailand, and inland riverine systems. This meant it could serve as a transshipment point for goods coming from the west, Indian Ocean, and destined for the east, South China Sea, and vice versa. It was also connected to fertile agricultural lands, providing sustenance for its population and tradable goods like rice. Canal system: a distinguishing feature of Archaeological was its sophisticated network of canals. These ancient waterways, visible even in aerial photographs, not only served for irrigation and drainage, but also formed a crucial transportation system, linking the port directly to inland production centers and other settlements, including what is believed to be the political capital, Angkor Boré, in modern-day Cambodia. This allowed for efficient movement of goods from the hinterland to the port, and vice versa. Urban design: archaeological surveys reveal a large, well-organized settlement spanning hundreds of hectares. Excavations have uncovered foundations of brick structures, including temples and workshops, as well as evidence of pile-supported houses, adapted to the delta environment. This urban complexity speaks to a highly developed society capable of supporting extensive commercial activities. Chapter 2: evidence of trade with Rome, the West. The most striking and often cited evidence of Archaeological's connections with the Roman Empire comes from the discovery of Roman artifacts. Roman coins and medallions. One of the most compelling finds by Louis Malloret in the 1940s was a collection of Roman gold medallions and coins. These included gold medallions from the reigns of Roman emperors Antoninus Pius, 138 to 161 CE, and possibly Marcus Aurelius, 161 to 180 CE. The presence of Roman currency, particularly medallions, which were often used as diplomatic gifts or prestige items, strongly indicates direct or indirect trade links. Roman glassware. Fragments of Roman and Persian glassware have also been excavated at Archaeological. These high-quality glass vessels, often distinct in their composition and manufacturing techniques from local or other Asian glassware, point to imports from the Roman world or regions under its cultural influence. Historical context: the Roman geographer Claudius Ptolemy, in his 2nd century CE work, Geography, mentioned a major port called Kattigara, at the easternmost point of the known world, believed by many scholars to correspond to Archaeological. This literary reference, combined with archaeological finds, solidifies the notion of direct maritime connections between the Roman Empire and the Southeast Asian hub. Chapter 3: evidence of trade with India, South Asia. India's cultural and commercial influence on Southeast Asia, often termed Indianization, is profoundly reflected in Archaeological's archaeological record. Indian beads. Archaeological was a major center for the production and trade of Indo-Pacific beads, but many imported beads from India have also been found. These glass, stone, and even gold beads, characterized by specific colors, shapes, and manufacturing techniques, are identical to those found at contemporary sites in India, demonstrating a direct trade in these highly valued commodities. OCEO also produced its own beads, possibly in imitation of or to supplement Indian imports. Hindu and Buddhist artifacts. Numerous religious artifacts show clear Indian influence. These include Hindu deities, statues of Vishnu, Shiva, and other Hindu gods carved in stone or cast in bronze, bearing stylistic resemblances to Indian art from the Gupta period. Buddhist symbols, statues of Buddha and bodhisattvas, as well as objects related to Buddhist practice. Lingam and yoni, sculptural representations crucial to Shaivite worship. Inscriptions and scripts. Several Sanskrit inscriptions written in ancient South Indian scripts, like Pallava script, have been found at Ok-Eo and related Funan sites. These inscriptions refer to Hindu deities, kings, and religious merits, demonstrating the adoption of Indian writing systems and religious concepts by the local elite, likely facilitated by the arrival of Indian Brahmins and merchants. Fine textiles. While textiles rarely survive, historical accounts and the presence of associated artifacts suggest the trade in fine Indian textiles would have been significant. Chapter 4. Evidence of trade with China, East Asia. OCEO's eastward connections were equally robust, establishing it as a crucial link in the maritime trade with China. Chinese ceramics. Abundant quantities of Chinese pottery and ceramics have been unearthed at OCEO. These include utilitarian wares and finer glazed ceramics from various Chinese dynasties, indicating consistent trade. Chinese bronzes. Fragments of Chinese bronze mirrors, coins, and other bronze artifacts have also been found, further corroborating the commercial ties. Historical records. Chinese historical texts, particularly from the southern dynasties, 3rd or 6th centuries CE, provide external corroboration. These records, such as those detailing the Kingdom of Funan, explicitly mention its active maritime trade and interactions with Chinese envoys and merchants. They describe Funan as a wealthy trading state, receiving goods from as far as the Roman Empire, Dakin, and trading its own valuable products. Silk. Although direct archaeological evidence is rare due to organic decay, the presence of Chinese ceramics and bronzes, coupled with historical accounts of the Silk Road extending to the sea, strongly implies the exchange of Chinese silk for Southeast Asian products. Conclusion: a globalized ancient world. The archaeological findings at OCEO paint a vivid picture of a dynamic and cosmopolitan port city, serving as a critical nexus in ancient global trade. The presence of Roman gold, Indian beads and religious iconography, and Chinese ceramics all undeniably demonstrate Ok-Eo's profound connections with the major civilizations of its era. Ok-Eo was not merely a passive recipient of foreign goods. It was an active participant in the exchange, producing its own sophisticated crafts, facilitating transshipment, and adapting foreign influences into a unique indigenous culture. The rich archaeological record of Ok-Eo thus provides invaluable insights into the interconnectedness of the ancient world, revealing a level of globalization that existed centuries before the age of European exploration. Its legacy stands as a testament to the vibrant and sophisticated maritime heritage of Southeast Asia. What piece of evidence about Ok-Eo's trade connections do you find most fascinating? Share your thoughts in the comments below.